Ooh, we got about like a 42% chance.
There's a lot of AMCs around here now.
I'm telling you, this is the new thing.
Just ignore that. You don't need those.
My goodness.
All right.
Let me retry. No. Good morning, Hot Rod Power Tour. It is day 5. You could be excused for being confused, because we are at the Spring Hill Suites again. Because Jim and I, after we left Pensacola, decided let's just turn and burn and get back closer to Atlanta. So we actually made it back to where we started the day. So today we're starting out from the same location. We've got about a 2-hour, 45-minute, 3-hour drive from here to Atlanta, and it looks like the weather's going to be perfect and hot again. So we figured, since a bunch of people have asked for a cold start video of this Pontiac, all right, fine, we'll give you a cold start. Now, full disclosure, this is non-choked. It's got a quadrijet on it, does not have a choke on it. So you do have to keep this thing running with your right foot. So it's gonna be a little bit of aggressive, starting process and idling. So anyway, how about I shut up, let Jim start this thing. And then Jim's gonna drive the AMX. Yeah, we're gonna trade cars for a little bit. We'll see how much he likes the AMX. How's that work? Good morning! All right, time to get moving.
You owe me a 10-second car.
I promise you that thing does not run 10s.
You owe me a 10-minute car.
So for those of you who can't tell, Jim is slightly taller than I am. This car does have a fixed seating position. It does not have slidey seats. So it's gonna fit him like a glove that doesn't fit.
All right, come with me on this adventure. I'm gonna clip you to my hat so you can see what I see. Nope, I learned the hard way. All right, tell you what, hat, you're gonna have to sit in on the...
Comfy?
Like a glove. Like really awkward fitting glove.
You look great in this, Jim.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Myself on the sunroof.
Your door's not closed yet.
Hey. Is it closed now? I'm trying to figure out what's going to be better. Do I slouch a little bit? Keep my head up here. I think I have to keep my head up here.
Yeah. All right, you know where we're headed.
You know,
there are benefits to being short. I'm like 5'7", maybe 5'8" on a good day if I ate my breakfast. I can drive anything. I can fit in anything. There's nothing I can't drive. And drive comfortably. Jim's like 6'3", I think. And maybe not built for an AMX. But he's giving it the old college try. We'll see how long that try lasts. I will say, this being my first time really being back in the Pontiac since we left, I love this car. I really do. It's not perfect by any means. You know, it doesn't have the vinyls from 1970. You know, it's not in any way perfect. And I never intended for it to be perfect, to be honest with you. I bought this car as a daily driver. You know, we do a lot of muscle car stuff, so it makes sense for me to, as I'm bombing around town picking up parts and doing what I do for a living, you know, to have a muscle car to be able to drive around in. And this was an excellent opportunity to pick up. It's a 455, none of it's bone stock, so you know, it's a hodgepodge of parts, so I don't worry about ruining a stock original factory car. Now, I also hadn't planned on building a 455 for it immediately. That was definitely not part of the plan. But yeah, I mean, it's a great little car. I absolutely love this thing. It makes great noises too. It makes great noises. There's no way he lasts long in that car. No way. Huh?
That is scary. The worst part is not being able to duck my head down enough to see what's next to me when I'm trying to change lanes.
Oh.
And I can't turn my head.
Yeah. That's why you don't need mirrors. You gotta be like a New Yorker. Coming over! And just go.
Yeah, that worked really well with that Suburban yesterday. All right, so here it is, day 5. We finally decided it's probably time to cover up Uncle Yimmy's driving hole. What better way than with 24 12-ounce cans of Freedom? We're gonna cover the roof.
Yeah, get a little Cletus McFarland here. Bought a 24-pack of Budweiser Freedom cans. Got some duct tape. Well, we're in Alabama, so it's 100-mile-an-hour tape. And a little bit of sunblock, because that would have been smart a couple of days ago, but better late than never. I should actually use some. So we're gonna do a little bit of fabrication to get this roof panel done. So I will no longer have a, you know, that. We'll be back here with you in a minute.
So what I want to do is preserve as much of this cardboard as I can, which is why we're not cutting this, just to make sure that we've got enough space. Almost like it was meant to be there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. You'll have a little sun port just to breathe a little bit, but...
Well, we can cover that in duct tape.
I mean, we can cover it in duct tape, but you're gonna mess up this beautiful Budweiser right on over here.
All right, let's get that done.
All right.
Well, there we go, folks. I got myself some shade. Now, I don't know how long my Freedom roof is gonna last. We're gonna hope it makes it all the way from here to Atlanta. But, yeah, we're just gonna hope. That's what this trip has been all about. Hope.
Hope.
Yeah. Hope.
And change.
Hopey changey things. Well,
What do you think?
I'm gonna hope this changes my situation of melting while driving down the road.
I hope we still have
see.
change for the bus. So what do you think? Think I got a future as a fabricator? Fabricated this myself.
Well, as of right now, my Freedom Shade's awesome. We'll see whether or not it holds up to freeway speeds. We'll see. But at least sitting still, it's nice. So far, it's holding up to 45 miles an hour. Freedom roof is intact. All right, 65 south to 85 north. Gotta head back down into Montgomery, Alabama. Roll Tide. Making a little bit of a noise. Something might be a little loose over there. That's probably gonna drive me nuts. What? Hey! We're doing 70 and it's still in, so I guess we'll call that a win so far. All right, shut up, Austin. Start driving.
All right, we're gonna get from behind him and just see how this Freedom roof's doing.
it's been real. Thanks for having us. Good times, good food, good people. Good looking Cutlass 442 over here. We are headed towards Atlanta. Drive time according to GPS is 3 hours. I've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel left, so that's about 130 miles or so, and then we're gonna need to stop. So we'll make it about halfway there, stop, grab some fuel, keep on trucking. Hopefully we don't see a bunch of dead power tour guys on the side of the road. But the Freedom roof is holding on strong. That man and that Cutlass have been on a whole lot of power tours. Good for him. Some of the big people and then a lot of the small people too that are just getting started in the YouTube thing, and they want to come up and talk about how you get started, what you got to do, and folks, we were there 2 years ago. We were nobody's had nothing. You know, our channel, it took us 8 months to get from to our first 500 subscribers. It took us over a year to get to 1,000 subscribers. You know, I mean, it's a slog to be able to get there. As a policeman. But to come to an event like this, with truly big name YouTubers like Alex Taylor and Emily Reeves and Derek from Vice Grip Garage and Kevin from Junkyard Digs and Luke from Thunderhead 289 and, you know, all the other really big YouTubers that are, you know, 100+ thousand subscriber channels, and the fact that so many people even know who we are, it's very flattering. We really appreciate that. I'm very glad that you guys are enjoying the long form content. This is obviously a lot longer than what we normally do when we're just filming stuff in the shop. We try to keep those videos down to 15-20 minutes or so, but the long form thing, I think it helps people to truly understand the true experience of what a day feels like on hot rod power tour. You know, it's not all hanging out with all the cool friends and, you know, drinking beers and telling jokes, and, you know, it's not that, man. I mean, you know, don't let me sugarcoat it. This is an experience. You're in the car for 3 to 8 hours, depending on the trip and depending on traffic. You know, you're going to end up with dealing with overheating issues. You're going to end up dealing with dehydration issues. You're going to have a friend that breaks down, or you're going to see somebody that breaks down, or you're going to break down, you know, and you've got all kinds of things, you know, things that can make this whole process go sideways. This is not like your normal cruise where you're just popping down to the Dairy Queen for the, you know, the Friday night cruise in. This is truly a hell of a stress test of man and machine. So, anyway, enough of the monologue. I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody who's been incredibly supportive, for all the views, all the likes, all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We very much do appreciate you guys here. We do our very, very best to comment back. This week has been a little rough because I've been, you know, doing these 8, 10, 12-hour drives and then editing for 4 or 5 hours a night. So I'm going to catch back up on the comments, and then we're going to be back at work on Monday doing the normal thing. So hopefully you guys want to stick around and see some of the actual wrenching stuff we do, not just this crazy road trip stuff. So anyway, happy to report that Budweiser beer cases are at least 75-mile-an-hour certified. Still there. And that actually makes a lot of difference as far as the heat in here goes. Not sure why we didn't think about that a couple, you know, 1,400 miles ago. Oh well. Anyway, onward. Atlanta's still that way.
Oh, coming up on my left, one of my favorite cars of all time. Suicide door Lincoln Continental. 62 to 69, I believe. Maybe it was 61. But just a bad gangster kind of car. I will say I've never seen one in yellow with a white roof before. I'm used to seeing them in, you know, mobster black. But just really great body lines, great look. I have no idea what they drive like. I've never driven one, but I always wanted to. I was fortunate enough to drive the new one. A friend of the family has a Lincoln Continental Coach Edition. It's an interesting car for sure. They stretched the body, I think it was 10 or 12 inches, reverse hinge the back door, so it is really a car to be driven around in. One thing that I found is, for someone my height, I am 6'4" and fluffy. The headspace was tight in the back of that, but in the driver's seat, it's a 19-way adjustable driver's seat. If you can't find a position to get comfortable driving a Lincoln Continental a new one. I don't think you're gonna find anything that you'll be comfortable driving, but just the drive was cool. It had some pretty decent acceleration for a car that weighs about 6,000 pounds. I know you really don't want to hear about that, but
is, yes, we have 3 of these cars now. 3 1979 AMXs. All 3 of them have sunroofs in them. This one obviously doesn't have a sunroof in it. So why in the world didn't we just take the glass out of one of the other cars and put it in this? Aha! Because they're all different. The glass is different. The latches are different. You can't just swap them. I would say that's probably one of the most AMC things I've ever heard of. But that's the case. So that is why, for those of you who are asking, I was just reading the comments on the day 3 video just a minute ago. That is why there is not glass in this hole, and why there is now a Budweiser case on my roof. There you go. Knowledge from the road. Keep on trucking, we're almost done.
For any of my friends in North or South Carolina that are watching this, you'd never guess what I just passed through on 85. Road construction. Imagine that. Dear Lord, I-85 has been under construction forever. I think they just finish it and then they're like, oh, we gotta go back to the beginning and start over. Legend has it, the freeway was sinking due to the sandy nature of the soil. So what they've done is they've torn up all the road and they're building a stronger foundation for it and then having to repave.
says 95 degrees. Feels like 103. And it's still getting hotter and more humid. Man. I love Power Tour, and I'm having a great time. I think Jim's having a great time. But I think I could say definitively for both of us, we're both very, very much excited for this to be over and to be in our respective homes where the air conditioning works. Yeah, that's enough. It's enough.
We have been driving for 7 days. Yeah, realistically for 7 days, or at least I have. And every single day that I've talked to Austin, we've said, you know what, we should grab thermometers for the cars, see what it feels like in the car. The hottest point of this trip is behind us now. And I don't mean that amazing freedom-proof job that I did, that we did on the AMX. I mean, the hottest days of this trip are behind us, which, for one, praise the Lord.
Some. Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with our McFarland Fab roof here. I did not expect a Budweiser box to last 3 hours of 75-mile-an-hour driving. I am impressed. Go us. Good job. Good thinking, Jimmy. Good thinking. Why didn't we think of this on Monday, though? Don't know what that was, but I definitely hit it. Quick little splash of gas. We're about 20 minutes from the venue, give or take how this traffic goes. Just got a little bit of gas. We both still had plenty, but just to be on the safe side, our plan so far after this is hit the road. We're gonna leave maybe a little early today. Yeah, we're gonna leave early. That's funny. We're gonna leave a little early today. Sorry, I had to listen to all the America sounds. But we're gonna leave a little early today and get the heck out of Dodge. well, in this case, Atlanta, try to get as far north as we possibly can tonight, to be able to put us within striking distance of getting back home tomorrow. We don't want to turn it into a 2-day trip to get home tomorrow, so if we can get ourselves north of Atlanta, maybe to Chattanooga or somewhere in that neighborhood, Knoxville area, that'll at least make it easy for us to get home. So that's the plan so far. It is hot as hell, but I will say this has held up fantastically, and it took a lot of sun, a lot of heat off of me. Really, really wish we'd have thought of that a couple of days ago, but hey, whatever. Whatever. 2-lane road all the way to where we need to be. I think we got the Atlanta Motor Speedway is where we're headed. Fingers crossed, getting into that place is not going to be a problem. I gotta say, day 5 has gone really, really well so far. Basically no slowdowns. Basically no slowdowns, no major traffic problems, no accidents, very few power tour cars on the side of the road. This has worked out really nice. It is hot, whatever. You guys have heard me say that enough. But this has turned out to be a very, very good final day. A little wistful always whenever you come to the end of a journey. Obviously our journey is not over. We still have a long way to go to get back home, but it's always cool to be able to do this power tour thing and run into people that you really don't see any other time of the year. It's just a fun experience to be able to share this with, you know, friends you didn't know you had. You know, people that share the same hobbies and the same passions, want to do the same things, and I can't tell you how many people I've met this week. They came up to me and mentioned, you know, hey, we saw your power tour videos from last year, and you know, part of that's what motivated us, or that's completely what motivated us, you know, to do this, to come out this year, and you know, that means a lot. It's really, really cool to be able to be, I don't want to use the term influencer because that's kind of but to influence people to get out there and have these experiences and experience these things with other people. It's so much more than just a car show. It's so much more than just you know, what you normally would do if you're in the hot rodder world. You're used to this kind of stuff. Little hot rods out there picnicking, but it's a different level. It's a different experience of stuff, and I'm sure there's other ways you could do this. You don't have to do this on the hot rod power tour. You can do it a number of different ways, but you know, coming up to every random stoplight and seeing another muscle car or cool car, or you know, come and match you the other direction's a cool car. Every hotel's got cool cars. It's just a cool experience. So I am glad we've had a good time. We're about 10-15 minutes from the venue. We're gonna just slide on in there because everything's been nice and easy today. I'm gonna talk to the DEI guys for a little bit because we're hanging out in their booth again. Thanks to Mike and all the DEI guys, Steve, Will, all you guys who have been very, very gracious of having us there, providing us water and Gatorade, snacks and shade. It's been wonderful working with you guys all this week. Derek from Vice Grip Garage, super nice dude. You know, he wasn't really planning on doing autographs and picture taking, but good dude every day. You he just recognizes that people are coming out to see him. So he does his best to accommodate everybody that's there to get some Vice Grip Garage attention. So it's been a really cool experience all the way around. Okay. Ready to be at the venue. Something that is really cool is being a part of the parade thing when you're coming through these small towns. Gives you a way, everybody that's hanging out on the side of the road, taking pictures, taking cell phone video. When you're rolling through these small towns, I think we're in the Sonoya or something like that area of Georgia, south of Atlanta. This is oftentimes the biggest event that's ever happened in a small town. You roll into these towns that are 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 people. This is a little bit larger town than that, but you roll into some of these little towns, and this is the biggest event that's ever happened in the history of that town. There's thousands and thousands of hot rods and muscle cars and classic stuff and modified cars rolling in through their little town, and they shut down. See these guys here? They're just out here to see us. Hey, there's Kevin of Junkyard Digs. So far, there isn't an enormous line of cars to get in here, so that's a good sign. Now it is a little late. We are here a bit later than expected. Or of course, it's just 5 minutes before 3 o'clock. We did lose an hour on the way from Montgomery to here, plus we had to go, get a roof built. So, a little later than what we wanted, but let's be honest, we're always a little late. Keep our fingers crossed that this gets a nice, easy entrance here. Man, that is one hell of a facility. Wow. Okay then. That's just kind of expected, right? Car guys, you go through a tunnel, you give it a rev, right? Right? Doesn't matter if it's a V8, 4-cylinder, inline 6, it doesn't matter. It could be a Volkswagen Beetle with a flat 4. You just give it a rev, man. You gotta hear it thunder off the walls. you go, folks. We have made it to Atlanta Motor Speedway. I hear things driving around with V8s around the track.
Yeah.
That's sexy. Good sound. Woo! Doggy. It's another hot one. It's another hot one. Hey, look at this. It survived the whole way. How about them apples? And the horrible thing is we got a whole case of beer. It's in the cooler.
I don't know what's horrible about that.
I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Anyway, made it here. DEI guys, as always, hanging out with these guys. Oh, that's really tempting. They're making passes down the track. Do you chance it? Do you chance breaking something at the track to be able to make a pass at Atlanta Motor Speedway? That's gonna be hard to say no to. Let me get unpacked here. We'll get in the booth, get the hoods popped. I'll be right back with you in a second. All right, folks. Well, we are in line officially to do our lap around Atlanta Motor Speedway. I have no idea how this is gonna work out because there are a whole lot of us in line. This line goes all the way down yonder, around to the left, and then back up on the track. So I don't know if they're gonna let us all rip at one point in time or if it's gonna be just a couple of cars, because I don't think I've seen anybody actually going around the track yet. Now these are parade laps. Parade laps. So nobody's going at speed. We're not gonna get all willy-nilly out here. Something you need to be realizing here is that is a banked turn. As you can see, there are now cars on track. Hold on. Let me get over there. Let me get over there. Can I get over there? Can I get over there? All right. So there are cars on track. This is a banked turn. Most of these cars do not have oil pans that trap oil. So if you go into that turn at high rate of speed and you do not have an oil pan that is designed for going into a cambered turn, you will not have oil, which is not good. Time to go. Yeah. And yes, I am pushing my car because this line is taking forever and I'm not really in the mood to chance overheating this car at the very end. Sure, come on in, pit crew. I'm not gonna chance melting this car down before getting on track, before I go home. Thank you. You good? Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You overheated or?
No, I just don't want to.
I got you.
Now they did sell special passes for this. It's somewhere between $80, $50, depending on when you bought it and how you bought it. Cool little experience though. I don't know, for most of us, when you would ever have a chance to be able to go around a high banked super speedway course. It's just not a thing that's an option for most people. So I figured, let's do this, you know? Let's do this. But if either of these two starts oil starving and making bad noises, you are gonna see a grown bearded man cry. I promise you that. Well, this is a pretty cool once-in-a-lifetime experience. We're gonna go around the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Yes, this is happening. You're not gonna be comfortable, but you'll be in.
That's fine. I brought a beer. I'll be plenty comfortable. I mean, I didn't bring a beer. NASCAR track officials.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Any rules?
Yeah, good. Did you hear him? I didn't hear him.
I didn't hear a word. I don't know what he said.
He said, yeah. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I found my way into a car. Not just any car. Another AMC, the AMX.
Yes.
Lucore Auto.
The AMX.
And we're about to go on the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Atlanta.
Are you the YouTube guys?
Hey, are you those YouTube guys?
How do I keep getting separated from my other car? It's a line.
Where is it?
It's back there like 4 cars. I was just in front of it. I was just beside it right before that.
I can't say.
It's a zipper, guys. It's a zipper. How did I separate from my other car?
Wow, that is some angle on this track.
Yes, it is.
Holy
Yes,
cow,
it is.
we're gonna die. I'm gonna spill my beer.
You gotta give her all the beans. All the beans on this one.
The problem is this is not a baffled oil pan, and if you give it all the beans on a baffled or a non-baffled oil pan on a banked track, all the oil goes to one side where the oil pickup likely isn't, and then you don't have any oil pressure, and then bad things happen.
It happens.
We're gonna try to not do that when I have like an 800-mile drive home.
Good idea. Well, just save it for turn 4 when the camera's in.
Right? Yeah. I'll give it one bean.
Oh,
Dude, look at that. Well done.
Meant to be. It's gonna fall instantaneously, and it's almost dead.
And when we go around a bank turn, it's just gonna shout.
We'll get it. Yeah, a good shot of the G-force engaging on what's in the car. Watch this. That thing got a Hemi? It's a Mustang.
It's a GT350 Mustang too.
That thing.
I'm gonna get a picture.
Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Caught it.
Are you warm?
No, I'm good. I'm just Spider-Man. I might have even caught that on film on mine. What's this shifty lever do? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Lucore Automotive. Today, you're enjoying a bush light in the harsh summer heat. About to go on Atlanta Motor Speedway. Yeehaw, my dudes. I don't know what they say.
I have a gauge pod that goes here. There's a 4-gauge pod that goes here, which is what this is for.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a 4-gauge pod and like a center console.
This is basically an SX4 two-wheel drive.
But better.
Yeah, two-wheel drive.
But race car.
Yeah, the SX4 had a 4-cylinder, so.
Yeah. This is the V8 better.
The V8 better.
The thing is though, like this motor made 125 horsepower stock. Crank horsepower.
Mine made 83 yesterday.
On the dyno.
83. We're moving. And in second gear, which I do not believe to be accurate because there's some gearing involved there. Oh, mine does that too. Second gear was 140 foot-pounds, 100 horsepower. And I didn't think that seemed right, so I stuck it in third, which is what I drive around on. And it made 83 horsepower and 70 foot-pounds.
All right, you're in charge of the camera. Things I never thought I was gonna do.
I'll just give you my files as well.
Yeah.
This will be our GoPro.
What do you think the chances that any of this footage is gonna work from the dash?
This one right now, pretty good. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
This part's fine.
Yeah.
It's the
later? No, probably no percent. We're off to see Meet the Wizards.
I never thought I would do chicken spots.
You don't want
Make sure when I blend in here.
Ricky Bobby to get you from behind. Holy shit!
This is wild.
This is so steep. Oh, we're gonna die! Holy shit!
This is wild.
Oh my god, this is so steep.
I'm gonna literally slide off this bank if these guys don't speed up.
No wonder they look like they're sliding on around. Holy crap! Oh, good, a quick trip advertisement.
Oh my god.
That was way, like I've walked tracks before, I've never driven one. That was horrifying. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Go faster.
Yeah.
Oh my
Barrel roll
god.
this time.
Oh my god. Truly did not appreciate.
No, the angle that was.
Truly
now
did not
do that
appreciate that.
competitively, like bumper to bumper
With a friend right here.
at 200 or more. I don't know.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
intense. Okay, here we go.
Why is nobody going any faster?
Yeah.
You need speed to stay up on the wall. Have you never watched NASCAR?
You gotta hit the turn like a NASCAR. Dip in. Now the bottom line and then raise it up to the top. Oh, it gets steeper. Oh, yeah, dude.
All right, so most of this video, most of this week has been about making content for other people. This is me making content for me.
Yeah.
This is me getting to do something awesome.
This is so cool.
This is a good $50.
50 bucks. I should have done this. I could have done this air conditioning.
This is a good $50.
This is great. All right, let's do it again. So easy. I would still be accelerating for the first lap.
quarter throttle.
What the hell?
I'll give it some beans on this.
Also, this one handles so much better.
Have you seen the front sway bar on this car?
The big?
The front sway bar on this car, factory front sway bar in this car, is as big as the optional upgraded sway bar on that GMA body behind us. It is 1 1/8 inch factory front sway bars. And it has a huge factory rear sway bar.
My Eagle handles like it's on rails.
This thing, these are designed to be race
Concorde
cars.
handles like a Concorde. Garbage.
Garbage.
This is crazy.
Alrighty, folks. Here we go. You have to go. Recognized what he was doing, because originally Austin was telling me that I needed to pass him on the inside, and I'm like, nobody passes on the inside, Cole, or on the outside. Crap, I messed that all up. Nobody passes on the outside, Cole. But either way, we were told to stay in single file. At 70 miles an hour. Oh, buddy. The brakes are actually surprisingly happy with me right now. They're They're doing okay. They were willing to participate. Officially the first time I've driven a banked track at any form of speed, and that was a very strange phenomenon. I guess I always figured going into the turns you had to turn more, but you don't. You just keep the line, and the road keeps you moving with very minor adjustment. But that was so cool, like super cool. I wish it could have gotten a little bit faster, but that was super cool.
You going?
No, that's just it's 80 mile an hour bubble.
Natural blowout?
Yeah.
Ooh, we got about like a 42% chance.
There's a lot of AMCs around here now.
I'm telling you, this is the new thing.
Just ignore that. You don't need those. My goodness. All right. Let me retry.
No.
Let me try again. There's this really interesting AMX here. Yeah.
Derek's trying it out. What do you think?
I think I did well. Don't wait. I mean, you know, the Budweiser car track is blowing up. But perfect. You know, I could travel in this at least 3 miles, maybe 4. I like it. You got the fire extinguisher right here.
Yep.
Shifter.
What else you need?
That's it.
None of the gauges work.
Is this a mirror? Please tell me this.
I don't know what that does.
Should be your mirror.
No, it's definitely not the mirror. That's the mirror.
This guy?
Nope, that doesn't do anything either.
Is this nitrous?
Nope, not yet.
We're getting there. No, I like it. I think I could daily this. Easy. Easy.
You need one of these.
Yeah, I like it, man. And then you have to lift. See, that's how
You know how to do it.
Yeah. You know, they came from the factory like that. Yeah, it was about weight savings with the bushings up here.
Yep.
That way they swing a little bit easier. You got the Coupe Cabras.
Yep.
Them look like 14s, but you keep them clean, so it's fine. I like it. Is this a Firebird logo?
That is a AMX logo. That's factory.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is factory.
Take it back. That looks good. Oh, man, it's a good rig. I approve. Are these Harbor Freight lights?
Those are Walmart.
You're pretty fancy then.
This is how I got home from Power Tour last year.
Well, all they say is you have to have lights up
Correct.
front.
Yep.
So,
And they worked for 2 days.
on battery or when
Yeah.
you wire them in?
Well, no, you can't. They're on battery, and the problem was the battery door is on the back. So when you zip tie them on, you can't get to the battery door. Also, the button to turn them on and off is on the
Just
back.
drag your charging wires down the highway. Then when you get home, you just, bring them up, plug them in.
No, these are fancy battery ones.
Whew. Oh, it's a good rig.
I'm glad you like it.
Too bad about the hail dent over here.
We're thinking this is like a go faster stripe. So Somebody was doing a little rally racing.
They definitely cleaned the ditch on the side.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that's all right. They didn't get the spoiler.
They were running high at Darlington. That's
Right.
What it was.
Yep. Here in District.
You know, Richard Petty, he'll come down India. You gotta watch out. That's probably what this
It
is.
could have been Petty.
I'm sure. I mean, maybe there's blue in here. No, definitely not. Oh, is that blue? Or are my eyes
Is that-
deceiving me?
Could be Petty Blue.
I think so. That's what it was. No, thanks for letting me try it though.
You need one.
I do.
I happen to know somebody who has some.
We'll just have to put a big and tall seat in it, I think.
We'll put you like Hightower from the movies where you sit in the back seat.
I think if we just take the front seat out and I just sit in the back,
Right. That's what
then we're done.
Hightower did.
Yeah.
Now you have an AMC Rambler
Yes, Rebel.
Rebel
Yeah.
that you're
That you drive from the back seat. And it's got the 327s right where your front seat is.
right.
And the nice thing about that is the carbon monoxide about kills you 8 minutes in.
Yeah.
So you think you're going really fast, but you haven't even left the driveway, you know? But we got to do something with it. The body is really straight. I mean, not as straight as this. This is like a 10.
Yeah.
Mine's like a 7. But
It's also it's got drain holes in the floor
what am I looking at?
so that yeah. We actually hold the front floor pans and the rear floor pans together with the seat.
Well, that's how you get the lane in the seat right.
Yep. It's adjustable that way.
All on the floor plan. No, I mean, I think you're doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. I like the build idea. This speaker is definitely good back here, by the way. You don't need like all the foam
No.
and the surrounding. Oh, it just opens?
Yeah.
Or did you hit the clicker?
No.
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah. This is your trunk prop.
AKA fuel fill, also known as an exhaust pipe.
Yep.
Maybe an intake tube. You don't quite know what day it is yet. No, I like it, dude.
All purpose.
It's a good car. This thing is heavy.
That's why you don't need anything to keep it down.
You driving it next year?
Oh yeah. Exactly as it is.
Good.
Between Power Tour 2021 and 2022, I did two things. Change the oil and put wiper blades on. That's it.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, man.
I'm glad you like it.
We'll see you later.
Absolutely. We'll see you next year.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's the end of Hot Rod Power Tour 2022. What a journey. What a journey. We all made it today, I believe, as far as all the YouTubers did. At least the ones that were making the full trek. There were a few of us that fell by the wayside, but a lot of people stopped and helped. What a great time. Absolutely wonderful time. Met a ton of people. Absolutely, and a ton of people. Everybody that came up said hi. Great to meet you guys. All the people that came up and said hi. You know, it's awesome to be able to meet you guys. I've said this before, I'll say it again. We're just normal people like you guys are. Just because we put our crazy stuff on the internet doesn't mean we're any different than you are. You know, please come up, say hi, shake hands. If you want us to have a conversation about whatever it is, Pontiac stuff, AMC stuff, crazy stuff, whatever it is. This gentleman right here, this young dude here, you see in an Edelbrock shirt, incredible story. He's from up in Ashtabula, Ohio. Got this car when he was a young teenager. Has done all the work himself. Broke down on Power Tour and ended up randomly getting helped out by basically all of his YouTube heroes on the side of the road to get this thing back up and running and getting it here. You know, that's the kind of stuff, that's what Power Tour is really about. It's all the shared experiences, all the memories that you're gonna make. Yeah, it's cool to be able to drive and go to a venue and whatever. I mean, this was pretty cool to be able to do the track and all that, but the memories that everybody makes on these kind of trips is what this is really all about. If things go perfectly in life, if everything's smooth, what are you gonna remember? It's the challenges, it's overcoming those challenges that build memories and make experiences. So thank you very much for coming along with us. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Jim and I have a really long drive home. I think we're gonna head about 2 hours north of here tonight. Try to get as many hours as we can in before the sun goes down. Find somewhere to crash for the night and then get up tomorrow.
They better like the video.
They better like the video.
And they should drop a comment on what the favorite thing here was too.
There you go.
And if he's got merch, you should buy it because I'm sure it's good merch.
I don't have merch. I don't do
get
merch.
some merch.
I should get merch. I'm gonna get merch.
In the comment section, let him know what kind of merch you want.
Yes. There you go.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment. What else are you supposed to do?
This guy used to own a Concord.
Well, no, I had a Hornet this color, and I wrecked it. The insurance agent's son wrecked me, so his dad bought me a Concord, the first year Concord. And I went from a 3-speed on the column to automatic. You lost about 5 miles.
Are you gonna do my closing for me? Okay.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, follow all of his friends. Make sure to turn notifications on, and always keep an eye out for these crazy bastards if they're in your area. They'll see you next time. Generic outro, like peace or whatever they say.
Not much difference. They just changed the name on it.
There you go.
Did you do all my like, comment, subscribe, all that?
Even the bell.
Oh, well, thank you. The bell thing, I never do the bell thing.
I don't either.
I never do the bell thing. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. All the YouTubers are hanging out here for just a little bit before we all hit the road and get out of here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Blah-de-de, blah-de-de, blah. Thanks, blah, blah, blah. We're out of here. We'll see ya. Take care. Thank you, Atlanta. We've had a great time. We'll see ya. Have a good night. Made it to the event and then die. Not good.
Alright, so now that the tour is over, we're on our way to poppin' pizza and fireworks, which does not make a lot of sense. I feel like you can only be good at one of those two things. But hey, I've been wrong before. I actually finally went more than half throttle in the Le Mans, and whew, okay. I mean, one, it's got some oomph. For lack of any better way to put it, I unintentionally got rubber twice. So, yay, getting rubber twice.